Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Jonah Fast and why do the Coptic Church fast. I know it's a time of the year where fasting begins, and we start off with the Jonah Fast. But what does a whale and God, what does it have to do with fasting? Let's find out, shall we? In the city of Nineveh, they were doing a lot of sinful stuff, and God was not very pleased about this. So he asked his prophet, Jonah, to help out. But Jonah was kind of busy and said, I don't want to do it. But eventually, he did it. He hopped on a boat, and instead of going to Nineveh, he went the opposite direction. Well, God figured out already, so he sent a storm out that was so bad that it scared the sailors. They were quite sure this was not a natural storm. So they went downstairs to wake up Jonah. And they asked Jonah, look, what have you been saying to God? Because clearly you pissed him off. And we don't want the Israelite God to punish us. We're scared. So tell us what to do. So Jonah said, look, well, you have an option. You could throw me overboard and the problem will be solved. So they threw him overboard. But the pagan sailors were quite scared and said to God, please don't let his blood be on our hand. Well, as Jonah thought that he was gonna escape, in a very unusual manner, and which is quite different in this story that normal circumstances, God sent a giant fish or a giant whale, and the whale swallowed Jonah up. Now, Jonah spent 3 days in the stomach of the whale, and here he actually starts saying he is sorry and God has been nice to him, but he doesn't really fully give a proper apology or really fully repent. So he says, Jonah, that he will go to Nineveh and do what God asked him to do. The whale vomits Jonah out of his stomach, and very angrily annoyed, Jonah went all the way to Nineveh. He was annoyed about this. Like, why would God save the enemies of the Israelites? Why would he do that? He just could not understand. So eventually he came to Nineveh, and instead of saying that they should repent and mention God, he just said, in 40 days your city will be overturned. And here's the interesting fact. In the biblical term, overturned means to destroy. But overturn can also have a different meaning. It can mean to turn your heart around or turn your ways around. And this is actually what happens with the Ninevites. They actually repent and pray and fast. He would have none of it, so he went outside, still very angry and still couldn't understand why God would save his enemies. Why would he show so much compassion? He just couldn't understand. And he sat outside underneath a tree that didn't give much shade. So God gives him shade by letting the tree blossom and create wine leaves. Then God asked Jonah, why do you have so much remorse towards the tree, though you do not have the same remorse towards, let's say, the people of Nineveh? And this is here the book of Jonah ends. We don't hear what Jonah thinks. The question is actually meant for you. Would you let God love your enemies? And what barriers is there in your life that prevents you from forgiving and love others? And what do you need to do to overturn your life? These are the questions asked in the book of Jonah. To dig deeper into yourself and ask the question, why are you running away from God? just like Jonah did.